Boy, has it been a week. I'll tell you all about it. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia. If you are new here, welcome. You are watching Ketosis Focus. I have been on my keto weight loss journey for 20 months and I've lost approximately 80 to 90 pounds, give or take. It's kind of fluctuating at the moment. I'm on my quest to lose 125 pounds total. So if you want to see me reach my goals and hit my goal weight and size, make sure to hit that subscribe button now and that notification bell so you find out when all my videos are getting posted. Leave me a comment. Are you on your own weight loss journey? How are you trying to get to your goals? Are you doing keto? Are you doing low carb? Are you doing Weight Watchers? Are you counting calories? I'd love to hear about it. Let me know in the comments below. Now this week, I am in Texas, and if you have been watching the news, you know that we got hit with an Arctic storm that we have never seen before. I'm in South Texas, so when I say that we have never seen weather like this before, we have never seen weather like this before. I felt like I was in an episode of Game of Thrones and we were at the wall and we were about to see, the people on the other side of the wall. What were they called? I forget. Anyway, but it was just unreal. So we lost power the night of Valentine's Day. We went to bed, we woke up Monday morning, no power whatsoever, freezing cold temperatures outside for us. I know those of you who are up north, this was nothing, but for us, our lowest was maybe 50s or 40s, on any given winter, but these temperatures were 17 degrees. Now, the problem with that is everybody lost power. Almost everybody in the state of Texas, it felt like, lost power. So we were confined to our master bedroom with a generator. Thankfully, my husband and our RV experience, we had a generator on hand. We had a small little space heater. We had our phones charging and the tablets charging for the kids. We had our television so we could watch the news. We had tons of blankets piled on top of us to keep warm. But it was unreal. It was unreal. All right. Here's the best we can do today. We've got everything plugged into the generator. We've got the heater. We've got this little fan blowing the warm heat out. We've got the kids' mattresses in here. The kid on the floor. Good thing we have our bathroom in here because that's what we're using. We kept warm last night, which was good. We do have a towel on the rims of the windowsills to keep it warm. Let's see how cold the rest of the house is. Well, first in here, we're using this thermometer. It says it's 69.6 degrees. I don't know if you can see that. I don't think you can. 69.6 degrees in this room. So that's nice and warm for us. Stepping out and going into the hallway. I know it's dark, but we've got 55.5 degrees right outside the door. Let's go into our living room. And here, 55.9 degrees. We've had no power, so our refrigerator is unplugged and we put everything outside because it's colder outside than it is inside. We've got our generator outside this window, so we do have our freezer. We're alternating an hour of being plugged in and an hour of not being plugged in. We plug in the coffee maker. I know you can't see it, but I can't do anything about the light. And we have our air fryer to make meals. Here's our generator set up. Let's see how cold it is outside. Here's all of our food, by the way. We had to unpack our fridge and put it in this basket because it's colder outside than it is inside. Well, I don't know. It says 68. Oh, 37. There it is. 37 degrees outside. 35 outside. Feels like a third world country. I slipped outside. I went outside to try and get service on my cell phone. I had no service. We didn't have electricity, water, Wi-Fi, or cell service in our home for 3 days. I left to the grocery store because the aisles of the grocery store was the only place that I could get service on my phone. And that's when I'm able to call family. That's when I was able to check email and try and get some work done this week. I mean, it was very, very unreal. It was like pandemonium in the grocery stores. People were piling all the food in their groceries. I don't know where they were going to put it because our refrigerators weren't working. I think everybody was barbecuing. I'm not exactly sure. It was insane. And to be honest with you, in the state of where we were, you know, in our frozen state, trying to keep warm, trying to survive, not knowing how long this was going to last, the last thing I was thinking about was tracking macros. On Monday morning, I will say I was gonna make a chaffle for breakfast, and I started inputting it into my carb manager when I realized my app doesn't work without Wi-Fi, so I didn't have access to my app. And I think at that moment is when I decided, you know what? This is going to be a diet break this week. I am going to take the week off. I have so much to worry about with what was happening currently in our home with no electricity and keeping all of us warm and fed and safe that I am not going to stress about weighing and measuring and putting in the macros. And so I gave myself a break. And what happens when I gave myself a break this week is I still ate within my keto maintenance idea, but again, all bets were off. I was eating low carb tortillas because that was the only tortillas that were left on the aisles, ironically enough. Low carb bread, that was the only bread that was left on the aisles, hilariously enough. So I bought the low carb bread, I bought the low carb tortillas, and I was eating those. We did get some Rebel ice cream as nice little comfort, even though we were freezing inside, but it was a nice comfort thing that all of us were enjoying in our room as we were waiting for our electricity to turn on. It was an adventure this week. And then when our electricity came back on Wednesday, it was kind of like, well, for the rest of this week, I'm just going to continue my diet break. I mean, I had the wine. We indulged. I had the high key cookies. I mean, it was one of those reverting back to comforting yourself with food, as I realized. So let's look at the scale real quick, because even though I did not exercise, I haven't gone to the gym in 2 weeks because I was sick that first week, and then this whole no electricity and everything was shut down this week. So I did not go to the gym for 2 weeks. So I'm very, very behind on that. My scale is that brand new Renpho scale that I got. So when I first weighed myself on the Renpho scale in the morning, it was 181.4. So that was already higher than what I was used to on my old scale. My old scale had me at like 174 something, 0.8 or whatever. So it was a big difference there. And then our electricity turned off. The last time I weighed myself, when the electricity had turned off, I was 181.2. So that's where I was, I think, last Friday when I weighed in. Then Valentine's Day came. I even did macros on Valentine's Day. We had such a great dinner. We made chocolate-covered strawberries, all of that amazing things. Then that night, the storm hit, and then a whole week of doing nothing. No tracking, no weighing, no measuring, no gym, no exercise, no anything. And so the last time I weighed myself was a couple of days ago, and it was 183.4. So I went up 2.2 pounds so far this week. I'm going to weigh myself again tomorrow and really see what this new week is looking like. But you know, originally I felt a little guilty about it because I really wanted to keep going down, especially with getting the new scale and seeing how much more I weighed on the new scale. I was determined more than ever to get into the 170s and try and get back to that 174 on this new scale. But with this storm hitting and the emotions and the stress that came along with it, I just didn't care. I didn't think about it. I still kept it keto. I did not, go through the drive-thru of Taco Bell and go crazy like everybody else seemed to be lining up outside of Taco Bell and whatever was open, Sonic, I think, but we didn't do that. We ate what was in our home, and we still, even though it was low-carb tortillas and breads and whatnot, Quest bars, whatever we had, I still kept it within the keto. I have no idea how many calories I ate this week. I have no idea how many carbs on the daily I ate. I didn't keep track of any of it. And now looking back, it's like, I guess I could have written everything down if I wanted to, but it was just another added stress that I'm just going to give myself a pass on and move on from. Every once in a while, I think it's good to give yourself a diet break. And especially if you've spent months and months chasing after this goal weight and weighing your food and weighing yourself and measuring yourself and really sticking to your plan all this time. I think it's nice to give yourself a break and to not think about things for a while and then come back to it. And yes, you're probably going to be heavier, but then you have, a whole other boost of momentum going. At least that's kind of how I see it. That's how I'm hoping the kids got off of school the rest of this week. So now they're going back on Monday, and hopefully Monday we will get back into the swing of things with tracking, weighing, measuring, hitting the gym, and our normal routines. So yeah, it's been crazy. I'm just so thankful for electricity now. We're thankful for heat when it is freezing outside. We are thankful for food in our deep freezer that we didn't have to worry about scrambling at the grocery store and buying things that we didn't have already on hand. We're thankful for each other. I'm thankful for my husband. Oh my God, that man has been training his entire life for this kind of emergency to help us in this kind of situation. So he definitely utilized his outdoorsman expertise and helped us stay safe and warm during this entire situation. There's still tons of people in Texas dealing with life with no power in their homes or electricity, no heat in their homes. The refrigerators are empty. The grocery store shelves are completely gone. I mean, the trucks can't even get to our grocery stores to restock it. So it's been a crazy week this week, and I'm hoping next week things get back to normal. Our temperatures are back to being sunny and warmer than they have been this week. We're looking at, 60 degrees today versus 17 as it was on Monday. What was crazy about this whole week too is I had planned to do a grocery haul and a freezer challenge, and unexpectedly this week did make it a freezer challenge because we literally had to make do with whatever we had on hand. Whatever we had in the freezer, we had to be creative and make things as best as we can before they spoiled, and it was just insane. So I will be doing a grocery haul for sure this coming week because we have utilized almost everything on hand, and we will do a meal plan for this coming week. So we'll do that hand in hand with our grocery haul. So that's coming up soon. My 20-month update landed during this whole week. So unfortunately, it kind of screwed up my plans to show you a 20-month update on the day that I hit 20 months of keto, but I will be doing that next week as well. So look out for that video. All right, that's it. That's it for this week. Let's put it behind us, move forward with a new week, back to our old ways of tracking and exercising and all of that good stuff. So that's it for today, guys. I hope your week went much better than my week this week, and I will see you in the next one.